Let's keep this short. Here's a Rubik's Cube. Here are two dice cubes. The reverse of the dice cubes are all 7. 6 and 1, 7. 1 and 6, 7. 5 and 3, 8 will be 4 and 2, 6. The reason for that is 5 and 2 is 7. 3 and 4 is 7. What we have to take into account is that there's 9 per face. This is a solid. Imagine this is this. Imagine these are the numbers that replace the area space. There are 4 times what is Earth to Mars. Earth is known as numeric 33. I'm not going to get into that right now. And Mars is known as numeric 22 or ape. There's a 2 by 2 here, a 2 by 2 here, a 2 by 2 here, a 2 by 2 here. Also understand the cube, every corner is 3. When we put together 2 heart-like areas here, we leave out these 3 and these 3 color, holding on to this 7, holding on to this 7, but these are not touched. They're on the outside of the formation. This center one has been encompassed, 3 and 3 encompassing 1. So we get 3 colors and 1 colors, 3 colors, 7, and then we get 3, 2, 2 and 3, 2, 2 equaling to 14 and 7, making up this cube. So when we look at the word house, house equals to 68. 8, 15, 21, 19, and 5, 24, 45, 68. 1 times 68, 2 times 34, 3 times 22 and 2, and 4 times 17. Why do I do it that way? 1, 2, 3, and then they're all movements of 90 degrees. When I go from 3 to 4, it must be 180 degrees. That's one reason. The next reason is when we work with 3, we go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. But it's not me who did it. They did it here. A, D, G, A, D, G, B, E, H, C, F, I. So it's done over here. The fourth one is a rotation. The fourth one has to be flipped over to the other side. Note that the numeric value of 6 is 52 and 8 is 49, but Pythagoras adds up to a single digit. This will equal 5 and 4, 9, numeric value for the sun, and this one will be 29 or 26 or 62 or 65, because 5 can look like a 2, 2 can look like a 5, 9 can look like a 6, and this ends up to be 92. The F, the 24th letter, 6, the 15th letter O, the 6 is right over here. It says Fox, and for this one over here, I like to say it's Fox headquarters. HQZ is 888, and this is your basic formation. Half a house is 34, and 34 is a representation of what is blue, because blue represents what is cold. And Mars is number 51, while Earth is 52. So when I create that 51, this simple design is going to create a simple split using the 1. With Earth, I need to use this. It needs to have 2 lines. It's a full split. So Earth becomes a 3 by 3. Mars becomes a 2 by 2. And it's 4 areas of Mars and 1 inside of the 9 lives. Here is the cat. What divides? The cat divides. Is it our communication that divides? 2 times 4 equals to 8. 2 plus 4 equals to 6. When you play the game of craps, the odds of getting 6 and 8, which divides the 2 sides, are 6 and 7. It just so happens that Earth, number 52, 7. Mars, number 51, 6. And this is the basic relationship to what the cube is. And my apartment is a little bit painted, and I'm not sure if you can see the floor, but those are mathematical equations, one piece that comes off the roulette table. And we're just gonna leave it at that for now. Thank you for watching this video. Another thing is, if you can see the bricks on the wall, the bricks on the wall say high 52, and the reason for that, here's a brick. I take everything from games. I'm only giving you a minuscule. My videos are under Mr. Tackpans. here's a brick, and inside of this we have the H and I. At the same time, inside these bricks, using the cell formation, we have the 5 and 2. Well, the 5 and 2 is B and E. The H and I, the H and the I is the 8th and the 9th, the 5th and the 2nd. And then there's formations. How do we get 8? How do we get 9? What is 2? What is 5? They're also words. There's also reverse. We have A, B, C equaling to 6. Now we continue. Then we flip over the cube because we do A, B, C equals to 6. Now we have to go from 90 degrees to 180 degrees. Then we go D, E, F. And then we have to flip it all the way over. And then we begin, from year 6 we go back to the 1 again. And we start all over again. D, C, B equals to 9 in rotation of 33, where 3 by 3 is 9, and 3 plus 3 equals 6, to where in full formation is A, B, C, D equals to what is 10, the relationship of 10 in 6 and 9. And then there's the, I'm going to try and see if I can keep this really, really short. Here is a 9. Here is a 6. It looks like the percentage sign, and an 8. In partial or in full formation, it creates this. The maximum number of lines that we actually need to do this are 6 lines, turning everything this way, the star. And the last one for the hexagon, for the hexagon it's a 6. For the octagon, it locks everything in. Noted also, I'm just going to do this real quick, that the A letter is not only the A letter, the line in the center can be used for the H. It can also be used for the I. One would be vertical, and one would be horizontal. One would be sleep, one would be awake. And when we're doing this, just to note, is that we have a slanted line this way, and we have a slanted line this way. This one can be used for your Z. This one can be used for your N. So this one is I and H. It almost looks like it's Zion or Xeon. And this is not finished because we haven't completed the rest of these connections. And at the same time, we can see inside of here is a D letter, and then we can see the formation on the bottom is the C letter. DC 43 also represents hot. 34 represents cold on the half a house, represents blue, represents red. I like to use red for the devil, Republican, repossession. I like to use blue for the demolition, Democrat. And anyways, we're going to leave it at that. The dice cube, the calculator, House of Mecca, the Tefillin, the dice cubes. And when you're looking at a pencil, when the pencil is sitting this way, it looks like a number 1. But if you're looking at it this way, it looks like a 0, horizontal and vertical. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching the video. Other than the relationships also with the cards. Did I get everything with the cube? To note that we see a 6, we have 3 empty spaces. We see a 5, we have 4 empty spaces. We see a 1, we have 8 empty spaces. And we see a 2, and we have 7 empty spaces. I'm not going to get into the math right now, but the math actually fits perfectly into its denomination. The last part about this is 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7, 8 will all have a rotation of 10 numbers, where 3 and 6 will only have full formation of 4 numbers. And to count in that when we're matching numbers up, we also have to look at how the Mayans use their gearing system of 13 and 7 areas. To note that 9 and 4 is 13, to 6 and 1 is 7, to 7 and 6 is 13, to 4 and 3 is 7, to 5 and 2 is 7, to 8 and 5 is 13, to the 7 months of 31 days, the 4 months of 30 days, and the 13 and the 12 months of 28 days, well, 1 month of 28 days. Thank you for watching this video.